I hope I'm audible.
You are? Yes.
Okay. Namaste everyone. It's great to be here with all of you today because AIDC is first time happening in India and we are getting a chance to meet with you all great people, all intellectual people here from awareim community. So before starting the session, I will tell you a little story about the session. How we thought to bring you a session on this. So organizing a conference like this is thrilling, but it's come with the thought, how do we manage the ticket sales efficiently? How do we manage the registrations? Because endless email and manual tracking is impossible to do. So our CEO Manoj has a simple plan. Let's buy a ready-made portal and get done with it. So we had a different plan. Why not on awareim? Why don't we why can't we build on awareim itself? So this thought might have made our own lives difficult, but yeah, that's what we do, the tech people. So after 2-3 months of intense development, testing, refining, late night coffees, and much more. So we finally made a registration portal that is fully e-commerce driven, and we had real users. Quite a few people around you must have visited the portal, bought the tickets. So thank you so much for those guys who bought the tickets online. So because something you built religiously and comes to life, is that feeling is amazing. Because I am new to the awareim. I'm just 3 years old in awareim, and building an application like this is feeling is amazing. So that's how this session arrived. So we thought how we can build a session on exploring e-commerce using awareim potential. So before starting, let's talk about e-commerce a bit. E-commerce is everywhere these days. If you talk about e-commerce, booking food online or event registration ticketing, everywhere e-commerce. World is digitizing, faster. So we want to keep up. We need solutions, that are not only functional, but scalable and efficient. So that's exactly what we needed for our portal. Users can register online, they can choose the tickets, and everything should be handled within awareim, no need of any external tools. So a question might be, in mind of everyone: can awareim handle e-commerce? I think absolutely. So I am Hemant, Jangir, and with me my colleague Sarvesh Gupta. We are here to show you how awareim can be leveraged to beautiful awareim-driven e-commerce portals. So before diving into the technical details, I will discuss the purpose behind this. Why did we even build this? What was the real purpose behind it? So first purpose was convenience for you guys. Just come and register and buy tickets online and get instant confirmation by automated emails. Second was efficiency for us. We don't want any endless email process. So we just wanted the system should be smooth and everything should be automated, payment and everything. And third was the most important one, that was showcasing awareim potential. So let's be honest, every developer uses awareim as business applications or internal applications or CRMs. But when it comes to e-commerce or customer-facing platforms, how many of us have built something? If I may ask you, how many of us build something like this, that is basically a customer-facing platform where users can select the products and buy online. Have someone? So, Brett, you must have so faced any challenge regarding that, because it's difficult, customer wants, UI interactive and, you're switching from one product to another product and, the payment process also. So that should be secure and seamless. So you may have faced some challenges regarding that. So the registration portal, I want to present the registration portal as a reference model, a practical example that can say yes, awareim developers, we can make e-commerce platforms on awareim too. So that's I will request Sarvesh to take over from here and provide us a walkthrough on how we develop the e-commerce driven registration portal.
Thanks, Hemant. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. So I am Sarvesh Gupta, and I am associated with SoftServ from past 5 years, and I am associated as a senior software engineer here. So let me show you a quick demo about how this event registration portal works. So let's take you through a journey of an attendee who wants to register himself for the AIDC for the AIDC conference from this portal. So here we have the main landing page. On this landing page, you can see there are multiple navigation sections like agenda to check the schedule, speakers to check the lineup of experts, tickets to check and buy the tickets. So every information here is coming from awareim queries, and we have created custom queries and custom forms from awareim. Okay, so these all information are coming from the event. Okay, so these all are dynamic. Best part of this portal is everything is dynamic, nothing is hard coded here. Okay, you need to enter, like admin needs to enter the event details like tickets, speakers, sessions, etc. And then all the information are available here. Okay, I will show you how to create or how that is getting rendered here. Let me first show you the different sections of this portal. Let me first refresh this first. It's taking some time. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we have here to show. That's why. Here you can see there is a unique URL available on the top menu, top bar. Okay. So I will also show how to generate this. Let me first go to the agenda. As I talked earlier, agenda on the agenda page you can check the details of the schedule, like what all are the sessions coming up. Okay.
Is it connected to the database which is the
That's
server which is in office?
Yeah.
So it's the firewall issue. You would have created this application on Derby for this purpose, maybe.
So all the data is coming from here. Now let's talk about how we have built this. Okay, let me first show you the admin portal of that. How to create data. Two minutes, please.
So I have already set up the stage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
you can see the event lists. Why there are multiple events? Because I am talking about AIDC only. Then why we have created these such these events? Why AIDC 2024, 2025, 2026 is listed here? Okay. So first we talk about AIDC 2025. On that page that I show you earlier, you have noticed that the event name is listed there, like awareim International Developers Conference 2025. Where that information came from? Okay. So we have an object event. Okay. This is the form of that object, and in that we have a field called event name, and we have added awareim International Developers Conference 2025 here. And also we have added start dates and end date here, some of the description. Okay. So all these information are, all the information you are seeing here on the home page coming directly from that event object. Okay. So you just need to create an object, enter the information, and this UI will work, will help you to showcase your data. So each event object has their images also. You can customize them. Like on the banner, we have image of old AIDC conference held in, like, I guess, Portugal. This image is also customizable. You can change that from the image section. Okay. Also, we have added SoftServ's logo and awareim's logo. You can also customize that. For example, Mark, if Mark wants to add custom Awareim's logo here in place of SoftServ, then he need to go to the portal and add the logo here. Okay, change the logo from here. Also, we have added redirect URL also. So if Manoj wants to redirect the customers to the SoftServ website to check how that website looks like, he needs to enter the SoftServ's website URL here, or any of the URL he wants to redirect the customers. Okay. On the speakers section, this section shows you the lineup of experts who have registered themselves as a speaker. This is the information of all the speakers. You can also customize the list of sponsors. The sponsors list that you have seen here. This is also coming from the event object. So on the agenda tab, if you noticed, we have hierarchy, like we have tab section on the above and the information on the below. Then how we have developed that? So for that we have created an object event days. Okay, because like this AIDC conference is running, and the dates for that event is 19th to 21, only for 3 days. But on the agenda section, you can see there is a page listed like pre-conference and post-conference days. Here you can see. So where this information came from and why first tab is listed like pre-conference and last tab listed like post-conference, and the tabs in between them shows the dates. How is this possible? How is this came from? Okay. So we have created an object, event days. Each event day has multiple sessions for them, and each event has multiple event days, and each event day has multiple sessions. Okay. So here you can see the name of the name of the event day, and when you expand this query, you can see another query that shows all the session for the particular event day. Like this. This information will show you the subject, start and end time, and who will be the speaker of that particular session. Okay. So let me add an event tag to show you something. Like you have seen that 19th of March 2025 is visible like Wednesday, March 19, 2025. How we have achieved that? So we have added a checkbox here, use date as a name. Okay, so let me enter a date first, for example 19th of March, okay? And check this checkbox. For example, so yeah. So we have a rule written on the backend side, awareim's rule, object rules, that converted this date into a string that we have provided in the rule. So as Manoj said, awareim, he wants, when he was working in UHG and then he said he wants to develop a code, he wants to work in a platform where he can code in simple English language. So we have added simple English rule that converts that date into a particular name. And we can give any kind of name here. Like, let me show you. For here, if we don't want to use this date as a name, then we need to add a name, a specific name here. That's how we have added pre-conference on that tab. Okay. You have noticed that each event has their unique URL that I have talked earlier in my presentation. Like event has their URLs, how we have generated that. So they, and I have also told you nothing is hard coded and everything is dynamic. And best part of this e-commerce portal or event registration portal is we can go to any kind of events. We can handle multiple events at the same time. Like if Abner wants to handle, want to organize an event and that occurs at the same date, like from 19th of March, and AIDC is also running on 19th of March, from 19th of 2021. Okay, then how is this possible? Then Abner needs to go to this portal, okay, create their event, then a unique URL will be generated. Here you can see the unique URL. So Abner and Manoj needs to copy this and provide this URL to their customers. Okay. So this is the URL for this one, AIDC portal. Let me show you the previous conference, AIDC 2024's URL. Like as I said, Abner wants to going to organize and like for example Abner organized this event, okay. So this was the URL for that. Abner provided this URL to their customers and when it loads I will type. So you can see this is the previous website that has developed like I guess Eventzilla.
Yes, yes. This one is in the
So we have created that event in our system and this is fully fledged on awareim. It is working. Now if you want to create an event, okay, for upcoming AIDC conference 2026, so we have made your work easy, okay. So we have already created an event, AIDC 2026 here, and only you need to copy the URL from this event and provided to our customers.
Put the city in there if you like.
Yeah, I have added Dubai.
Ulaanbaatar.
Sorry?
Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia.
Ulaanbaatar.
You need to pronounce the spelling.
UL
double I
N
N
ULAA
okay
N
N
BAATAR.
ULIIN
Sarvesh double A.
not N
UL double A.
N
Space.
B for Bob, double A. No, A.
A
A
for
for
apple.
apple, A for apple. TAR.
DA.
T, A for apple. R for Romeo.
okay
Yep.
Now it will show the photograph of Mongolia or Dubai.
no it will show the photo of Dubai itself but
That's
as I said he needs to enter the details like images speakers and many more things.
Yeah. As far as your image does not have Burj Khalifa, all the Cosmos cities look same nowadays. Right? So,
It's taking some time. Yeah, you can see how in Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar. My English is I am not able to pronounce this.
Ulaanbaatar.
Ulaanbaatar.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is the capital of Mongolia.
Okay. And the dates you can see here is May 2026 to
No, it'll be probably first or second week in July.
Let's build that now.
You all are welcome. You all are welcome.
so I am an admin for this. I will get the speaker pass for this. July first week. From 1st of July?
I'm not sure exactly.
Let's say it's 1st of July to 3rd of July, 2026. Yeah. The standard is also based on the dates you have provided in the start date and end date section. And we have achieved this using custom JS. I will go to more technical after this. I will show you how we have generated these URLs and how the objects are related to each other. Like here, the date is 1st of July to 3rd of July. And Mark is our speaker here because we have added a session of him. And here, this image you need to change that. Okay.
I know this is one of the building in Ulaanbaatar. I know this. It is.
So then you can change anything here.
Yeah, you can change. Like we have added venue and host details also here. So the detail visible on this page, like hosted by custom aware systems, then you can change to your organization from
The
the
format stays the same, but you can change.
Yeah.
stuff.
And here you can see the information here, longitude, latitude, address, and there is an iframe also available here. So this information we have taken from the Google Maps. Okay, you can. This portal, yeah, not the admin one. You can check the AIDC portal, aidc.softserv.in.
But Hemant, this is an offering from us. Everyone who is sitting in this room will be getting a copy of this BSP. Okay, so it's for the community, so it will be available to everyone.
This platform, we have also noticed that on awareim's website, when you go to awareim's website, there is no sample application based on e-commerce. So I guess when we try, like Brit tried to create e-commerce application, then he faced some of the issues on that. That's why I guess e-commerce related sample application is not available on the portal. So let's come into the BSP. So everything revolves here, like I have shown you, everything revolves here around the event object. So let me open the event object.
Sarvesh,
Yeah.
before you get into the PSV, so when Mark is hosting it in 2026, the payment gateway is still linked to my account, right?
No, Mark can link his account details in the payment section. I will show that later part, but as you have mentioned, so like here in this event section, you can add your payment details also. Like for us, we have used Stripe, so we have added the Stripe's API keys. And no, it's a test one. It's based on sandbox.
Mark, be sure to use these details when you are
All other placeholders are editable except this.
No, if you can use this, you will take a screenshot and drop it this for SoftServ also. Now let me come into the BSP. Here you can see we have, as I said, everything revolves around the event object. So in event object, we have some of the attributes like OM tickets, OM underscore sponsor, OM underscore speaker, event order, event date. So these are the multiple reference objects with event. Okay, so that's how we have created the fetching the data. I created the data first and fetching the data from the event itself. From the ID we are capturing from the URL, and that ID we have captured through the custom JS. Okay, so and the URL that I have talked earlier. So we have generated the URLs like this route. Let me show you. Is it visible clearly? So in this, for example, let me take an example of ticket section URL or speaker URL. So you can see system setting.environment URL, env URL, or you can say any kind of name. You can take any kind of name. So this event URL is your domain name. Like for our case, this is localhost 8080. Okay. You can add any kind of domain you want. And you need to enter the data details in the system settings. Here is the folder name. So while creating, let me take an example of Jeff. Jeff has a system in Unison, okay, Interact, that has developed by our team, and that requires to change the name of the folder. Like awareim default folder name is awareim, and when we want to change that folder name, so we need to follow the steps available on the awareim's forum. We have followed those steps and added a folder name in the system setting so that we can configure that also. If we have different awareims installed on our machine and if we want to use different folder names, so we only need to change the folder name from the system setting, from the UI. We don't need to create a minor version or the major version of our BSV and change the route from here. So that's why we have used all the data dynamic, and everything, every user, like every section, tickets, speakers, sponsors, everything is redirected users to the guest VPs. Okay. I will talk about the guest VP later because we have faced some issues in that. Okay, here you need to enter the domain name, and this system this function encrypt B64 converts the URL into a string like this, encrypted string. So no one knows on which platform this, on which application this, on which platform this application runs. No one knows it is running on awareim, on .NET, on Java, or on React, or on other available platforms. No one knows.
So you can add, but you can delete, and like let's say you didn't need it anymore, you can delete the whole event.
Yeah. Like for example, if we don't need any event, and event dates has expired, so we can delete that. Yeah. We can also add a function. We can also add a category like active or inactive section, because for the reporting purpose, we need to check how many events are registered on our portal. Okay. So how to check? If we delete the event, then how can we check how many events I have registered on my on different portals? So you will check the reporting details in upcoming sections. We have also added a Power BI session in our agenda. That is not related to that particular e-commerce or event registration portal, but you can check. So we can active or inactive the particular event. So this is how we have changed the URLs, and there I have shown you two forms. Okay, one is in dark theme and one is in light theme. AIDC 2024 is in light theme. AIDC 2025 or 2026 is in dark theme. How that is achieved? We have achieved. So we have created a page, light page name. And on this page, when you are checking the details of the event, there is a section named type, and that attribute, that section or the attribute has a combo box here, which has two options, light and dark. If we add light option here, then it will show the form that available on this event light page. And when we add a dark, then it will show us this event page that we have configured using the awareim process. That's why when we run the URL, the guest VP always shows this dark thing, because in our system we can only add one guest VP. Okay, so that's why it first load the dark and then redirect user to the particular type of theme they want. Okay. So I have talked about the agenda page. How we have achieved the tab section and the detail section. Okay. So each event has, as I talked earlier, each event has their multiple event days. And we have simply added an attribute here and add a custom list. And we have designed custom code here using simple HTML and CSS. Okay. And we have added a operation with record here that shows us a query. Okay. That shows all the sessions listed for the particular event day. And how we have checked that? We have added a div, and that div's ID is this, and all the data will be rendered on this particular, in this particular div. So any questions or no?
this is how you build the landing page to this?
We have built this on the custom HTML. And at custom HTML, we have used custom HTML. Simply, you can use HTML libraries, CSS libraries like Bootstrap for that, and add the data into the event form, like here in the event page. Here. The description is here, like we can use description like this.
So what basically happening is when we hit the URL have a specific event ID. When in our visual perspective, we have a cache from custom JavaScript that handles the event ID, that captures the event ID, that sends to a function that catches the event ID, define the particular event, and check that the theme is light or dark. And on the basis of this, we have created two forms, event page and event page light. So on the basis of that ID, we render the event page or event page light. Yeah. Any other questions, please? Yeah.
I have two questions, but maybe just a simple question.
Okay.
As we know, our IM for website is really late or take more time for loading time. So is it possible we can decrease the loading time? If for us as developer, it's no problem. But for our client, our client always complain for this loading time. And the second, is it possible we set the shortener at least not too long? Maybe
Let me go to this page. Like, yeah.
Okay, so maybe can shorten.
Shorter. Which thing?
Like the below, as we see, there are because sometimes client see like that, they don't want. So maybe example, India awareim conference.com example slash, and maybe we send speakers. So and we are really easy. So if that like case, maybe client see what's the meaning. So is it possible we say it's short?
This is the shorter one.
Yeah, thank you.
Because as I show you in the event object, like if we don't use this encrypt_p64 function, then the URL will look like this: localhost 80/app/logoncast.aw domain AIDC prospective venue, and like this information. So we have shortened that information. Yeah.
You've used the DNS record to redirect to that, so the end user is only ever getting AIDC at SoftServ.in.
Yeah, we have used it. But when we
That's
So
covered.
to answer your question, yeah, we can do that using like
Using the DNS redirections you can do, and also you can configure Tomcat filters and Tomcat URL patterns. That's another way. So there's no inbuilt way of doing it within awareim, but within Tomcat you can configure at the web server level. You can configure all these options.
No, it is not a redirection. It is not.
Now coming to your first question, my colleague Hemant will
Yeah.
answer.
So regarding the loading time you are asking, so we are working for a on a project called SS2 for some outside Australia. We handle 5 to 6 lakhs of customer there, we handle the membership, we handle the payments and all, and the processing time is very much low for us. So how we achieve this? We achieve this by using stored procedures in database. We use views for rendering the data on the UI. So this is how we minimize the loading time in awareim. Because if we use the default awareim method, we are loading 15,000 of data on awareim, that could be that could take time. But if we use a stored procedure of views instead of basic awareim method, this can minimize the loading time.
And definitely, so when the speed is definitely an issue in aware systems. Okay, and specifically if we talk about guest URLs, speed is damn slow, right? If you see this application, we have just we have just modified our office infrastructure. Okay, so we have firewall and we have switches in our office. So we have set up a database server in our office. So this local host is also connected to our office, and like we have done it 4-5 days back. That network is still under test mode. Prior to that, all the developers have database installed on their local machine, so local host was fast. But when they are using, like on the local host itself, awareim is being installed on their machine, but data is connected. Database is connected from our office location. Since we are sitting in this hotel, we actually do not know what firewall rules are causing that sort of issue. Like, we have to test it. But on local, this works very fine. However, guest URLs are very slow. This is like all the customers we are working with and all the applications which we have built, speed is definitely an issue. So using Aware, you can create, as you know, you can create quick applications using Aware where your go live time is very less, right? First user registers, it's fine. Second user registers, it's fine. When it becomes 100,000, 200,000, then you have to think beyond Aware, right? You have to move things out of Aware. So we do a lot much stuff on. I'm pretty sure Bruce, you guys also play with the stored procedures, triggers, views, so that things are moved out of Aware, and there is some other processing happening at database level, right? So speed is definitely an issue. If you have users in thousands or 100,000s, speed is definitely an issue.
So let's come into the session again. I was registering myself as a speaker on the portal. Okay. So let me register myself again to show you the payment integration. Okay. So here's my screen. For our use. Stripe plugin we have developed by our own, and my colleague Narendra have developed that.
Thanks,
Okay.
Naren.
Thank you, Narendra, for that. And why we have developed Stripe plugin from our own? Because of Stripe plugin is also provided by awareim itself. Okay. So why we have developed that? So let me show you. Because we need,
why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because we need to handle multiple details or account details at the same time. Like as I said, Abner and Manoj's dates are overlapping each other. Then Abner wants to enter his account detail and Manoj wants to enter his account detail. So that's why we have added a payment detail section in the event itself. So each event has their own payment integration, okay, and payment account.
The custom plugin is configurable through the event ID. So we pass different event to the plugin, and that redirects to the customer regarding that particular event.
So Stripe plugin is available within Aware. Okay, I think it is $200 add-in. Okay, so as a businessman, you have saved those $200.
Yeah.
Right? You have written that plugin. So Aware has provided many plugins like Authorize.net is integrated, Stripe is integrated, right, Sean? And any other payment gateways which are natively available within Aware?
Off the top of my head, natively, it's just Stripe. Everything else can be done via REST, if possible. But if there are specific things we can enhance to support those.
Yes, I have hardware, for example.
Yeah, so there is no native plugin available for hardware. That is why we have written the customized plugin. Like Aware is a smart system. If something is not available within Aware as natively, you can write your code, you can integrate it with Aware, and you can get it.
But you already did it for me, so could we just use that and plug it in?
Yeah, why not? You can definitely use it on this.
So this is the ticket section, and we have added quite a few tickets here. Okay, and at the event level. Okay, so let me go to the register page. So this is the card. Okay, card page where we can proceed with our card and adjust the quantity here. This information on your right side here, on your left side, is coming through custom query. We have created a custom query, two different queries. One we have shown on the ticket section page, and one we have shown on this page. And on this page we have a quantity section also. So I'm taking example of Mark, Timberlane and Uyanga. So Mark wants to purchase a ticket for his teammates also. So he just need to go to the portal, change the quantities. It will run a awareim process through JavaScript. Okay, we have used awareim.start process to function for that. And they are three guys, so we have added a quantity of 3.
The loading time is a bit slow due to as Manoj described about the server issue.
So we have in the later section of this session, we have also a method how to overcome this time. We can create views, we can use APIs. So I will show you how to use APIs for that also. So now I need to enter the details of the particular user. And we have also added 2 options here, pay online and pay offline. You guys have visited our AIDC portal and you have noticed these 2 options. So when we pay online, it will redirect us to the Stripe payment page where we need to enter our card details. So I took the example of Mark. Now I request Mark to provide me his card details so that I can pay this. For that you need to first, for that you need to also allow the pop-ups. So Stripe provides a redirection URL also. Sorry?
It'll bounce.
Yeah,
Just
no.
one and
That'll be next year. That'll be next year.
Okay, so let me explain how the custom Java plugin actually works. So when the user click on the pay online button, the custom Java plugin takes the event ID and provide the URL. The user will be directed to the URL. When the user will provide the email and the card information and the holder name, then when the user will click on pay, so this will initiate the payment, and we actually attached a webhook in the Stripe account. Then that will collect the information, and from there we have connected to awareim by REST API. So we collect the information like the payment is confirmed or not, and we store in our database by the REST API using a webhook in the Stripe account.
So we have also configured our system like if we want to add or we increase or reduce the quantity, we need to go back, and the system will took us to the payment decline screen, payment failed screen. Okay. And this, when our payment is successful, the system redirects us to payment successful screen. So as I talk to my friend Wendy, like how we can configure the speed of awareim. So for that, you have noticed that we have created some of the views here. Event day underscore view, home speakers view, where we have used this. So we have a problem. We have faced a challenge while creating this. Whenever we want to use our like the header, for say header or the banner, then we need to go to the PSV again and again and add a banner here and change the name of that banner. And every time it needs to publish a BSV. So it's so to overcome that, we have created a headless system. Like we have used React.js for that, and we have created awareim's REST services and used them to fetch the data. Okay. Let me show you. I have already opened some of the information here. So this data is coming on this local host 3000 of the React page. This is coming through the awareim's REST services, the REST API we have created. And to show the data fast, we have created views. Okay. And used those views as an output. Okay. As like each API returns us some of the objects. So that API returns us those specific view object and loads the data fast. My internet is gone. So this will load a page and fetch the APIs that we have added on the particular page of the JSX, and we can configure that using custom JS. We can add conditions on that. And best part of that is we don't need to publish our DSP again and again. If we want to change any kind of data related things, then we only need to go to the DSP and change the APIs. Let me show this first. back to the presentation again. So this is the architecture we have used to create our application. We have used a database. You can use SQL Server, Microsoft SQL, and any PostgreSQL, any kind of database you can use. We use Java to create custom plugin for Stripe. We have used Bootstrap, CSS, libraries, HTML to create and customize our queries, custom queries. And JS we have used to fetch the event ID from the URL. No, I guess internet has some issues. So I will request my friend Hemant to continue and take over from here.
Thank you, Sarvesh. We have talked about registration portal till now, but now we will talk about e-commerce and awareim. Basic key features of e-commerce features, as you can see on the screen: the user management, the product management, shopping and checkout, payment gateway, order management, shipping and delivery, notifications, admin panel, security and compliance. These are the basic features of the e-commerce portal. We have achieved all the basic features in our AIDC portal, but specifically I will talk about the product catalog and category, about the shopping cart and checkout, and the user interface and secure payment processing, because these are the most important key elements in the e-commerce section. So if I talk about product catalog is where users go and search his items and selects and pays. So similarly, in our AIDC portal, you can select the tickets, whatever you want, and then pay for the particular ticket. If we talk about the product categories, if you have seen, as Sarvesh displayed you the event dates section, where we have 5 event days for a particular event. So we can consider this as 5 different categories of a product, and on each event day we have 5 different sessions. So on a particular category can have 5 different products. So we can show the product and product categories like that. Shopping cart and payment gateway, as Sarvesh already mentioned, you have seen this shopping cart where you can adjust the quantities of the tickets. And the payment integration, we have designed our custom plugin to achieve that. And for the UI part, we have, in awareim we have forms, we have queries, we have repeat that can be easily designed by HTML and CSS. But if we want a user interface with more attractive, then you can go to us, external UI components like React.js, that can be connected to the headless APIs that Sarvesh showed you here. That due to some internet issue that can't be shown here. So that was the basic elements of the key features of our portal and the e-commerce one. So simple. Why we started this journey with a simple question: can awareim handle e-commerce? So I ask you all guys a simple question: can awareim handle e-commerce?
Yes.
Mark?
Say it again.
Can awareim handle e-commerce? So answer is absolutely.
Never done.
Let me tell you what I'm thinking. I'm in the floral business,
Yeah.
and some of the customers offer design classes.
Okay.
So they put up certain products where you could sign up for.
Yo.
So I'm thinking that this would be good for them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can say awareim isn't for CRMs and internal apps. Awareim can handle customer-facing platform as well. Okay. With the right approach and some bit of customization, we can build robust, scalable solutions for the customers. In the upcoming sessions of us, we have certain agendas which can make awareim more powerful and secure. we have sessions on the different days. So, this portal is just one example. Event ticketing is done. We can use in online product sales. We use subscription services, loyalty program, B2B, B2C model. We can create anything via awareim. So, the global fintech market is booming at this time. The digitalization is happening. So from payments to registration, from retail to services, business, moving online at lightning speed, and in India, we are moving at lightning speed. So it's time to push our limits, add a bit of customization to our products, and showcase our full potential to the market. So if I talk about our company, we are always been known for our ability, to customize and to innovate. So if the market needs something, we will build it. And if the awareim community faces a challenge, we will solve it. And if a business requires a unique solution, we will provide it. Because that's who we are, and that's what we do, and that's what makes us stand out. Thank you from us. Thank you for your time and curiosity.
Thank you, Sarvesh and Hemant. Hemant, you can join me in my sales team. All right, so.
Thanks for promotion.
Yeah. Sales is a difficult job. All right, so I would like to share my story here. When Mark asked me that, can you host next awareim International Developers Conference, I said yes. Okay. Now the issue was how to get registration, how to get intent from community members who will be coming, how to get money for registration. Mark used Eventzilla last year, and when I signed up for Eventzilla, they were asking me $200. Okay, I was thinking about that there would be minimum 25 registrations happening. Okay, but somehow Ashu was convinced that every year the numbers are not much, right? Last year we had 15 guys attended that conference, and so Ashu and team decided that we'll save wherever we can, and internally they built up this tool. Okay, looks to me that this is far more expensive than I would have spent $200 looking at their payrolls and everything. These guys are happy that they have built something, and that's what is appreciating to me. But costing wise, development is a cost, right? Our IT industry is time and material based. 1 hour you are working on something, you lose $50. Now these guys don't understand that. They have spent 2 months, right? But I am very happy that we have a tool. We could see what e-commerce could do, like for your floral business, the ticketing portion, you can imagine it as, that's a product catalog, right? How you can use in this implementation. So yes, we have a POC, registered POC. Let me share some statistics, okay? On this registration tool, only 5 community members registered. And I would really like to understand how was your experience. The day we launched this tool, Brit was the first person to register. How was your experience, Brit?
Fine, easy.
Easy?
Yeah.
Checkout was easy?
Yes,
And
quite easy.
And the email communications which were sent to you just after checkout, share your details and everything.
Yeah, it was
It was
perfect.
okay?
Yeah, it was a great, easy experience. Yeah.
Wonderful. Godwin, you also registered. How was your experience?
I don't think I was the second one, but yeah, it was easy.
Leo also registered. How was your experience?
It was good. I used the offline bit, and I think it was very simple and straightforward, and the email communication was spot on.
Wonderful. Abner, you also registered.
Yeah, it was seamless.
It was good. You happy? All right. And James Stevens from Netherlands also registered himself, but his Indian visa was rejected. He could not come. Yeah.
I was going to say you need to include an automatic AI visa for Indian processing.
Sure. I would look forward for Godwin's session for that. Right? I would look forward for that. Yes. Alright, so I just wanted to share some statistics that 5 users registered, but I'm very happy that we have some capability around it, and we could use a tool which is built in-house and which can be used next year as well, because efforts are already made. And yes, sir.
The first time I looked at it, I thought it was just a simple website. I didn't know it was built with awareim on the back end until you mentioned. That's how, for me, if you never said that, I thought it would be just a simple website and a content manager just running on the back end. This is really, really good.
If we were attending a .NET conference, this tool would have developed on .NET. So since 2004, we have been working on Aware, and this is an Aware conference. Our blood is Aware now, right? So this tool has to be an Aware, right? So thank you very much, Ashu, for initiating it, because it was really a challenge. Buy versus build. Every businessman faces this question: buy versus build. Build is always expensive. Buy is always affordable, right?
If I could just add a couple of things. For those who don't know, the first conference we had in 2015, in fact, that registration application was built in a wedding as well. Right? So the guy, I forget his name now, my hands, he's prominent on the forum, I can't remember his name now. So he originally wrote that, and we used it. It was fine, but very limited in capability, and so we finished up trying to do something easier. And every single year, I struggled to find some sort of portal to do it at relatively low cost. And that's when I forget the other one I used in the second year, but the last 2 times were Evenzel. And the difference between when we did it in 2019 to last year was it became expensive. So now it's to the point where you just wouldn't do it unless you've got 500 people registering. It doesn't make any sense. Right? So what you've done is fantastic, Manoj and the team. Hats off to you. It's brilliant, and it'll be great to be able to use that going forward. Excellent.
Thank you very much, Mark. Any questions around this?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So, is it for only AIDC conference, or do you have any intention to launch it like in India? Yeah, I think this is good.
Yeah. Application is really good. We really do not have a product mindset. We have a service mindset. Product gestation period is so long. Like as I mentioned, the development cost is more than $10,000 looking at their payroll, right? And launching a product need pre-sales effort, sales effort, and like what we'll achieve out of this. So I'm really not sure whether we have a product mindset to launch this as a product, but yes, we can use it for next awareim conference, right? But like our work is done here. Like we are not thinking about launching a product. See, in past 10 years we have developed more than 16 enterprise applications. Something is HSE, something related to automobile, and we are system integrators. If we are working on HSE, we really do not know what is the market for HSE, right? Developing an application is different, and selling that application is different. So like we have been paid for the applications which we have built. We have paid, right? So we really don't own those applications. So specifically this one, for product, we have it is slow, right? Like if you want to launch it as a product, it has to be perfect, right? So for Aware conference, it is okay. I would like to take a pause here. No further developments, but we are happy.
I